there's a lot of things weaved into how we will use the 2 games, and we've also got an internal game that we'll have at the end of that before we fly to Russia. So it won't be a case of the team tomorrow is the team that starts the first match. But we, as with all of the friendlies, we will use them for a specific purpose and changes within that to look at things that we might want to do in the summer.
All right, Gareth Southgate, well, telling the fans, look, whoever starts tomorrow, don't think that's going to be the starting lineup when the World Cup starts. He just wants to, play down expectations from the fans. Alfred, let me get your thoughts quickly. The English team, they're going to this World Cup. Something is different. The expectations are low. In my own estimation, the hype and all those things, not
like
really
in the
there.
past when they talk of winning the World Cup.
They seem to accept that this is just a team that is still trying to unravel, developmental sort of. A lot of young players, they're relying on youth, really.
Yeah, relying on youth. I think that will count for so much. Over the years, we've seen an English team that will come and just believe that they are about the best.
So much noise.
So much noise, so much hype following the teams, and at the end of the day, they will fall short. This time around, like you said, they tempered the expectations. But I think that this set of players, we've seen some fantastic players come through. The likes of Jamie Vardy, our own Dele Ali. These are young blood, young guys who've taking their game a notch higher in the EPL, and watch them week in, week out. Gareth Southgate himself, somebody who has played this game.
Yeah,
I recall in Euro '96 when England entered the competition. That headline, won't forget, the England out through Southgate.
Yeah, he lost the penalty.
He lost the penalty.
Against the Germans. Okay.
So we'll see how they go.
We'll see how far they go. All right, let's quickly go to London. Let's travel to London quickly and link up with Segun Jegede. He's right there, very close to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Segun, it's nice to have you join us tonight.
Thanks for having me. How are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, we're fine. Let's just go straight into it, and let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, how the Nigerian jersey, how the quest to get the Nigerian jersey held down the city of London today. Can you just describe what happened with regards to people wanting to have their hands on the Super Eagles World Cup jersey?
Well, first things first, you have to give kudos to the marketing team and the branding department, the way they've branded the jerseys. They use stars like Wizkid and a lot of models. And the way they've done it, they've put a lot of fashion into it. So, there's even a newspaper in the UK that said Nigeria's kid is the best in the world right now. The way they've done it it's very, very amazing. At Oxford Circus today, I know people personally that went there. They couldn't even get their hands on it. And even some people, some eminent personalities from the Nigerian Football Federations couldn't even get their hands on too. That's how the kids were in demand. A lot of people were queuing out. I'm sure you must have seen the pictures of people queuing outside Nike store in Oxford Circus. It's been amazing. It's good branding for Nigeria. Nike have done a good job. So we're just hoping and praying that the boys will go out there and show everybody what they made at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And they will have to start by, sorting their stuff tomorrow against England.
All right. Shaq, let me get your thoughts. What will be going through the minds of the players right now? Or let me even ask you, let me say, you have any idea? You've seen the team train, you've spoken to Gernot Rohr, you've been around the team. You have any idea the 2 guys that might just be leaving the team after the friendly tomorrow?
Well, what I can say to you right now, where I'm actually in the analysis room, that's where I'm doing the interview. Okay. You can't see the board, but I can see a lot. I think the game tomorrow will play a big part in it as well. The coach maybe he's made up his mind, but from the way things are, everybody's getting to go. The boys are really, everybody wants to be on the plane to Russia. So it's going to be a bit of a bad and a sad news for anybody to drop out. But they will still have to drop a couple of players. To be honest with you, it's looking a bit dicey. But I think in the midfield area, it's looking as if there's a sort of, if I can use the word, jam-packed. So,
Yeah. Some have said it's overcrowded.
Yeah, not that it's overcrowded, but you have to look at the tactics. You have to look at your opponent and the kind of games you want to play, the formations you want to play, and then you look at, okay, who can give it 90 minutes, who can play 2 wings, who can play 3 wings, who can play hold. You look at all these permutations, and then you make up your mind. But whatever the coach decides, it's going to be sad news or bad news for some players. So, well, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. That's all I can say to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't too. I wouldn't too.
Yeah,
All right, let's talk about these 2 players. A lot has been said about Wilfred Ndidi and Moses Simon recently. So what can you tell us about, of course, it's been confirmed that Moses Simon will not be in the party, but a lot of people still have fears about Wilfred. So what have you gathered about these 2 players?
Well, as we're speaking right now, Samuel Moses should be in Belgium already. He's left this morning. Ndidi, he looks to be in good spirit. He's doing some sort of... I didn't see the training today, so I can't give you the insight into that, but I saw the training yesterday, and he was just doing some physical work with the physio, with the coach. I feel, Ndidi is a player that, whatever the case may be, you will hope he'll get very, very fit. I don't think he's a player. He's a rare player. Even when he's at Leicester City, you see the kind of games he plays, box to box. He can hold, he can push, he can pass, he can shoot. So for me, Ndidi is one of the best midfielders we have right there. So if the injury is not, or if his physical fitness is not very, very, what can I use? If it's not something that is really, really bad, if it's something that the coach felt that he wouldn't take into the work, I'm sure they would have let him go. But from the look of things, they will make the plane to Russia. That's based on what I've seen and what I feel. But of course, the coach has his own opinions. But I strongly believe he will make the trip to Russia, except something drastic happens, which I don't foresee.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. There's also this talk about, the 3 Lions not having lost after Wembley has been rebuilt. So, in their minds, do you think that the fans will accept a loss tomorrow if that happens? Do you think the fans will accept a loss on home ground tomorrow?
Well, whether or not they will accept it, whatever happens will happen. This is my take on this whole game. Of course, Nigeria will hold their heads up, but they have to keep their eyes on the ball.
All right.
England, the only bit where we can be found wanting will be the technical areas where the boys have to, pull their strut. England, on paper, they're good, but they're not that exceptional. Like you were saying earlier on, the morale is not that high. People are not. Normally, when England is going to the World Cup, you hear a lot of things, a lot of, accolades on the team. But I think England must have learned a lot of lessons in the past. So maybe they're trying to maybe this is some sort of revised psychology. They're just trying to look at things.
Play down expectations.
Expectations. But don't rule England out because they, technically, a lot of the players they are gifted. You've got the likes of Jamie Vardy, you've got Kane. You've got players that come in. You've got a couple of players that can play 2 or 3 positions. Someone like Jack Wilshere missed out, and a lot of people were complaining and saying, they wished he had gone. England might want to use it. But personally, I feel you have someone like Delph there, he can play like 2 or 3 positions. And he's fit. He hasn't played that much games, even though Jack Wilshere's played a lot of games, but there's still that. Don't forget that the England squad always have access to players. They can, they know their history. They have the doctors that's been testing them over a while. So, tomorrow's game will be whoever wants it more will grab it. But I suspect that a lot of players are not going to go full throttle because nobody wants to get injured before the World Cup, know. So, but I just hope Nigeria can hold their head high. They have a new jersey that's come up that everybody's saying is the best. It's sold out. This is, the jersey sort of looks similar to the one that the likes of JJ Okocha used to play against England back in the day, and they lost 1-0.
Yeah.
I hope Nigeria
in 94.
In 1994. I hope Nigeria can go out and show what they're made of. The defense of Nigeria needs to be very, very aware because I've seen a lot of games, and sometimes, some of the players can, they can get edgy, or they might just take some decisions that are not too technical, and it can cost them because if you have a team like England, if they sniff the goal, they can score from anywhere. You know, talent, they're talented, but I wouldn't say they're extremely talented. But if you make any sort of error at the back line,
they'll punish you.
They'll punish you. And that's what the World Cup is all about.
Okay. All right, Segun, I want to thank you for your time on the show tonight. Always a pleasure, having your perspective and your thoughts as regards the Super Eagles and what's happening right there in your backyard. Hopefully, we'll do this again some other time. Segun.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, and have a great night, and enjoy the game tomorrow.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
I will. So, Alfred, we're playing against a team who have, kind of toned down their expectation. But I still think that the fans, a loss tomorrow, would not go down well with the fans.
I mean, I think the fans, yes, against an African opposition, the English team, they've not lost to an African team. So, to that extent, I'm sure they will be supremely confident that they're going to get the result against Nigeria. However, we've seen that the times that we've played, we've really been competitive against the English team. When we played the first time,
94?
After 96, I think that was after the Olympics or thereabout.
We played the friendly 94.
Yeah. Okay. I think we've been competitive, and the English game is kind of suits our game. Where we run into problems is when we play these South American teams that really can do all of those odd things.
And have a lot of tricks.
Yes, to have a lot of tricks up their sleeves and playing, getting advantage against us. But when it comes to the European opposition, I think that we fare better that way, playing them, and we've seen the results. No wonder that time we play Argentina, somehow we just run into problem. Look at our wins against European teams. The results have been better, and so against England.
All right.
But these guys, like you said, one thing at the back of their mind: I want to make this team. I want to make a statement. These guys are teammates. Jamie Vardy had played the same team with Kelechi Iheanacho is presently a teammate of Wilfred Ndidi. So Mikel Obi is somebody that you want to regard as a veteran of the EPL. I mean, an iconic figure when you talk about Nigerians who play in the EPL. So they know these guys. So I think for whatever it's worth, the bragging rights, and of course, I got one over you. Will count for something.
Okay. Well, we just have to wait for what happens tomorrow in that international friendly between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Three Lions of England. Well, let's quickly switch and talk about a manager and go listen to a manager talking about Mauricio Pochettino. Zinedine Zidane left his post, but now a lot of people are thinking that the Tottenham manager might just be the one that will take up that job. But, well, the Argentine has told people that he will stay with Tottenham Hotspur. But of course, when Real Madrid comes calling, you will listen. But let's listen to Mauricio Pochettino, what he had to say about the vacant managerial position at Real Madrid.
Days ago, what is going to happen tomorrow, I don't know. But like always, I tell you, football is football. Football is going to put you in your place always. I am so happy in Tottenham. I am so proud that Tottenham showed the commitment and trust in the way that Daniel Levy showed me 10 days ago. And of course, we have a lot of dreams. We have a lot of objectives. But for me, the most important now is to enjoy today. And of course, all that happened in the last few hours increased the expectation about the book.